What's up, chap? Today I've been feeling kind of empty. I'm not gonna lie. And it's not even just today, but it be certain days where I get that real that realization. So how you say that realization dawn on me, and I don't know, man. It really sucks, bro. Like I don't really know how to navigate properly because it feels like I'm working towards something, but then what I'm saying, I blink and I'm just like I'm really not doing anything. And through all this, I have all these visions in my head of where I want to be and what I should be doing, but no action is being produced at the same time. Whenever I think, bro, of where I'm at right now, I just don't want to, I really don't want to stay here, but it's like my flesh just wants me here, wants to plant my feet and make it where I can't really move. And I desire that fulfillment in work, no matter what work I'm doing. Like, I just want to be fulfilled while I'm doing it. To have my work reflect some type of craft. And I just don't feel that, bro. But at the same time, I know feelings are very misleading and I'm very early on, but at the same time, the whole building process in itself is just not sounds a lot better than it is. And I feel like that's why a lot of people give up on their dreams so early because without seeing results or progress, it's kind of like what's the point to keep going? Um, I think we as humans will kind of expect to feel good, and in reality, it just does not. For a lot of the ride, it doesn't really feel good. But if we were off feelings alone, we would be very, very misled. If we based our life off feelings alone, we'd be very misled. So I gotta really think, like, and I seriously wonder, like, how many of us have just quit on these dreams so early. The second we were faced with adversity, how many of those dreams went out the window? And what can I do in this moment to stop myself from self sabotaging and throwing them out the window as well? But I don't know. I've been kind of distant from the Lord too, so I think that may play a part. Obviously not my faith. However, I felt a sort of disconnect that I've placed, obviously. Felt that distance that I put there, but I can't really blame it on that alone. Because I would have mood swings with that too. It's like my mind is just so restless and it's hard. It's hard to be in that restless state without everything just depleting at once. So, man, I don't really know, bro. I don't really know. It's definitely something. It's something to get out there and keep trying, especially whenever you don't feel. Because I'll be honest, bro, a lot of the time I don't feel, but what's the alternative, right? Like, I could be in a 40-hour job, or, yeah, a full time 40-hour job, and not feel like going every single day, but I'm still gonna go, right? Because at the end of the day, I gotta provide for my needs. I gotta do what I gotta do. So I wonder at what point does your what's the word, passion or dream, that's the word. I don't know why I was blanking on that. I wonder at what point your dream becomes something that you have a burning desire to work towards. You know, when does your dream become a non-negotiable? We're really programmed to think otherwise, but I think when that switch flips and you start to learn that your dreams are really at your disposal, you know, you even working towards them is you chasing them alone. So we lean too heavily on results and feelings as well. But I have to say, I'm learning a lot about myself and just about human nature in general, because as I bleed into that state of humanness, right? Whenever your pride is just so diminished that you don't really have any human pride to cling on to, and you're out there naked. It's almost like you're faced with these things that you've never really seen before, right? Like I could make an example of you being out in a forest that you've never been to before. You're in a country that you've never been to before, and you stumble across a forest and you get out there and there's all these different beasts, you know what I'm saying, that you've never even seen before on the internet. You've never seen before. You don't know how to approach them or how to interact with them in a way where you're safe. Because as we know, that stuff out there, they don't care, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't care how much money you got. They don't care who you are. When you get out there, you are simply nothing, nobody. And to get like that in a conscious state of having everything else around you, but you're so detached from the identity that the world places on you, how much money you got, and all of these external things that have no value over your life. You know what I'm saying? And all these factors like emotions and feelings, they don't matter while you're out there, right? All that stuff goes out the window because you literally are forced to survive. You're forced to adapt, and you're forced to literally be your most authentic self in that forest. I promise you, those beasts out there do not care how you act, how you laugh, how you talk, how you dress. They don't care. And getting to that place in the conscious realm, I genuinely feel like that is where you win. To be there at all times, but how do you even get there? And that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Trying to get out of this war within myself of just feeling, not feeling, doing, not doing. But it's definitely a very draining and empty feeling. And yeah, that's all I got today. I'll definitely be praying for y'all as well as myself. And I love y'all, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.